before we return from...
Thank you. It's still the 2018 governorship election, Ekiti State, and we're reaching you live from the State Independent National Electoral Commission. Not the state, it's the Independent National Electoral Commission headquarters here in Ado-Ekiti, and we're waiting patiently for the result from across the 16 local government. It's noteworthy to know that the number of registered voters are just a little bit below 1 million, and the number of people that actually had their PVC that partook in this exercise, it actually 662,000 above some thereabouts, and we expect that the results will be trickling in, and 16 local governments will come, and at the end of the day we might stay all night here, and it might be tomorrow morning, depending on how the results are circulating between the ward, local government, then and now. Kazeem Olowe actually went. Where did you go to?
Yeah, I was at Ijero local government area, and I visited areas like Aramoko, I visited Ipoti, I visited Ilaro, and up to Kimesi in that local government. And you agree with me that
in terms of logistics, in terms of deployment, how would you rate the Independent National Electoral Commission? Because carried apart, but in terms of when did they start?
Yeah, I must be sincere that this is an improvement from what we've had in the past. Both men and material arrived at the center on time, and of course people were also conscious of their right. They came out on time. The elderly ones were there on time, and both the young and the old, they were trying to ensure that first they went to the polling unit to check their names on the list. As after that, they waited patiently to ensure that the time that they are supposed to vote, and that after that they got accredited, and then they exercise their civic duty. They waited patiently until that time that they sorting, counting, and everything. But there was a particular polling unit where the issue of card reader was actually raised, but it got rectified along the line, and then the people started voting, and they accredited them and they vote. There was a particular village where we had about 66 registered voters, and on getting there, we saw the officials were like they were not doing anything, and we asked what actually went wrong, and they said, well, they had 66 registered voters, and about I think 29 actually came to exercise their civic duties. Others they've left for farm. So they had to wait for them. They sent for them to call on them that, well, please come back home, come and participate in this all-important exercise.
Femi, talking about the level of political participation, the level of awareness, from 2014, we did this together in 2014, this is 2018. How would you describe it?
Well, I would say the level of awareness is quite high. The enthusiasm on the part of the people is, I would say, unprecedented this time around. Because, when we're even setting out early this morning, we just saw people moving in droves. And we're wondering where are they going to, where are they coming from, And then we started noticing that they were already gathering at their various polling units. Even before the INEC officials got there, they were already gathering, waiting. So their eagerness to cast their ballot, of course, speaks volumes about the level of awareness and would I say voter education, because I really don't, let me just say awareness, I wouldn't call it voter education, but that level of awareness, the people who are interested to participate in the process.
There's this initial fear that with the deployment of 30,000 policemen and some other support for paramilitary agencies, that might affect the psyche of the voter, that might have, it might kind of scare them from coming out.
Well, that did not in any way mar the process. It actually boosted the confidence of the people in the process. They felt secured at the polls, and they knew that they had that feeling that their votes, their ballot will also be secured, because and even the policemen, I must say, behaved themselves. They were very civil in their interaction with the voters. The military men, they were just of course on the highways. They didn't come close to the voting area. The policemen at the voting area behaved themselves. In areas where there were little quarrels, I saw the way the Civil Defense Corps and even the police were able to, handle it professionally and prevail on them to give peace a chance. So I would say this is really commendable on the part of of the security agents.
Kazeem, your last take on this?
I think we must give it to residents of Ekiti because they came out and they conducted themselves in a peaceful manner. We also must give it to security agents because they were civil, sincerely they were civil in their conduct, and they intervene wherever or whenever they see situation that may lead to crisis or chaos. At the end of the day, everything was fine in areas monitored. I mean, in Nigero local government area, and in that local government we had about 132 polling units, and we had 12 wards in that local government. Everything went well, and we are expecting that at the end of the day, a result will be trickling in from local government one after another as we wait patiently here to see how things unfold.
Okay, one thing we assure you is that whatever happens here, we're going to keep vigil here. We're going to be on top of the situation, and any moment from now, we expect that latest by tomorrow, a governor-elect would have emerged in Ekiti State. Over to you. Blessing.
Just before you go, it looks quite peaceful around you, but however this election outcome sways, what are the tendencies that this peace will be sustained?
I think we will still need the services of the security agencies. It's not over, because the reaction, the feedback and everything, I'll give you a slight idea. The feelers have been getting, as we predicted, is going to be a key contest between the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress. They are running neck and neck, and at the end of the day, you know, a winner will emerge, and they all have their supporters, they all have people following them. So the security agencies will still need to be red alerts and all those flashpoints and everything, and not to demount their guards, so that at the end of the day, maybe tomorrow, next tomorrow, we'll be able to sustain the peace that we have here in Ado-Ekiti and all over Ekiti State.
Very key information from you there, so people can rest assured that there'll still be peace even after the election result is announced. Ayodele Ozugbakun, Femi Akande and Kazeem Olowe, thank you all very much for giving us updates here on the news.